Hello, everyone. My name is Angelo, and today I'm sharing my leadership self awareness journey. This presentation is a personal reflection on the leader I am today, the experiences that shaped me, and the leader I want to become in the future. For me, leadership isn't just about skills, it's about understanding myself, my strengths, my blind spots, and the habits that influences the way I show up for others. This journey helped me become more intentional and more self aware as a leader. When I look at how I lead, three attributes stand out strongly: empathy, initiative, and adaptability. Empathy is a center of who I am. People around me often tells me that I'm someone who listens deeply and makes others feel seen and understood. That's something that came up in my assignments too. Initiative shows up when the way I take action before being told. Whether it's launching new projects like Fresh Wipes or helping improve operations in my family business, I'm the type of person who moves quickly and drives things forward. And adaptability is something I learned by growing up in Haiti and also been living in London, Tokyo, Dominican Republic, Boston, and also Dubai. Constantly adjusting to the new environments taught me how to stay calm under pressure and work through changes. For example, when I lived and worked in Tokyo, Japan, my mentors and my manager could never say no. He was just like, yes, yes. But by him saying yes doesn't mean that he's saying physically yes to move on. He was just confirming, but it was never just a yes directly. And these attributes shape the behaviors I bring to leadership. I focus on lifting people up rather than directing from above. For me, communication, ownership, and understanding are the foundation. When people feel supported, heard, and guided clearly, they perform better and they stay more motivated. The way I communicate, take responsibility, and stay close to the reality of the team defines how I lead and collaborate. One of the clearest examples of my leadership comes from my experience in my family business. I started as a dispatcher before becoming into a manager, as I experienced the same stress and workload that my team dealt with. At one point, the team felt overwhelmed, unheard, and I could relate to how they felt because I had lived it too. I sat with them, listened, and we redesigned together the workflow together. The impact was powerful. The team's morale improved, mistakes dropped, and daily operations became smoother. This taught me that real leadership begins with understanding the people you lead and never forgetting what their jobs feels like and to make their job more enjoyable as well. My second behavior example is when we were building Fresh Wipes in Glass Citadel, there was a lot of confusion at first. People didn't have clear roles or didn't know how to reach their deadlines, and things were moving in different directions. So I stepped up creativity and clarity. I set up WhatsApp groups, organized weekly check ins, assigned responsibilities, and make sure everyone knew what had to be done. Once these things were clear, our executive execution became faster and our team aligned much better. This showed me how powerful communication is in leadership. When people know where they're going, they move with confidence. And as also very important is taking ownership. Another defining moment was doing Algosite. And Algosite is a company that I'm helping raise funds, talking to investors, investment of a pharmaceutical innovation. And the founder is from Oxford. So Augustite, I was helping in the investor process and things started to slow down unexpectedly. And it would have been easy to blame others or wait for someone else to take charge. Instead, I knew something was wrong. I knew that I had to be innovative and I had to change things around. So I rebuilt the whole pitch deck, made it more attractive, made it more attractive, have nicer colors, and reached out to investors again myself and updated the team regulatory. Through taking ownership, we regain momentum and credibility. These experiences reinforced something important for me. Leadership means stepping forward doing difficult moments, not stepping back. Even though I have strong leadership qualities, I'm very aware of my growth areas. One of them is that I can take too much at once. I balance school, family responsibilities, multiple projects, travel, and relationships. And sometimes that leads to inconsistency. Another challenge is how fast I move when I feel stressed or pressured, just like right now. I try to fix everything at once, even when urgency isn't real. And these growth edges don't define me, but they help me understand where I need to improve to become a stronger leader. And that was one of my Nahori feedback from my peers. The blind spot experiment helped me clearly understand how I reacted under stress. I noticed that my main trigger is feeling overwhelmed, and my automatic reaction is to rush decision. For a full week, I tracked those moments. What I had discovered was surprising. Most of the urgency I felt wasn't real, it was emotional. When I gave myself the moment to breathe, I saw the situation differently. This experiment showed me that slowing down actually makes me more effective. And from that experiment, I created a new leadership habit. Before making a big decision, I pause, take a deep breath, and ask myself, what outcomes do I want? This small habit completely changed the way I lead. Instead of reacting, I respond instead of rushing. I think more clearly. It's a simple tool, but it has already made a huge difference in my confidence and my decision making. I pause, take a breath, and I analyze the outcomes that I want. And first, I listen to my peers and the people under me of how could they make it better first. And one of my biggest influences of leadership is my grandfather. He's the definition of discipline, integrity, and responsibility. And he built our family business from nothing. His passing was one of the hardest experiences of my life, but it also pushed me to step up suddenly. I had responsibilities I didn't expect to handle so soon, and it made me mature quickly. He taught me that leadership is about character, and it was about stepping up in life demands when it's not more convenient. So, a little story about my grandfather is that he grew up very, very poor, and he was an entrepreneur from the start. So when he was able to go to school, he would sell everything from the books that they would give him. He would resell it in the streets. Let's say he had a clothes, this outfit right now. He would say that it came from Cuba and it was the latest and newest outfit that just came out, and he would sell it. So everything that he saw as a business opportunity, he took it and he did it. No matter what his circumstances were, he never complained and he kept on moving forward. And my grandfather was the person that taught me how to negotiate, how to be resilient, how to work hard no matter what any outcome comes. Even if it's not in your favor, keep going and keep working hard. And there's no loopholes. There's no, not loopholes, but there's no fast ways on being successful. It took my grandfather 70 years for him to reach where he wanted to reach. And now I could confidently say he's more or less one of the top five most influential individual in Haiti right now because of him. And of course, they might say that third generation will lose that momentum or will lose whatever he created. But I beg to differ because of growing up and his influences and with him showed me how humble and how everything started and told me to never lose or forget where you come from. And because of all those experiences and seeing how he does business, makes me want to be bigger than him, wants to grow and to change Haiti, my country, the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. And my motivation is not money, but it's to create education. As Haiti is one of the countries that has barely a private, barely has a public educational system. And to change a country, you need to change education. And not only that, one of my dreams is to create a corporate ladder. Majority of big businesses in Haiti are family businesses where you have the grandson, the kids taking in charge while they can't really lead. And I want to be able to that someone from Haiti, someone from the rural areas, go to school, go to university, and one day take in charge of the business I create or my family business, and then I could create other things. So one of my influences is creating an educational platform and to help, not educational platform, but is to help create the public school system of Haiti and to help create corporate leadership and corporate ladder. If I could give myself a message for my future self, it would be lead with purpose and stay committed to making a real impact. Keep inspiring others, keep communicating clearly, and keep creating environments where people feel safe, motivated, and supported. And most importantly, never lose your empathy, your integrity. Those are the qualities that make you, as a leader, becoming. And these qualities are what make you you. Anyone can become a strong leader if they stay consistent with those principles. And never forget what Grandpa said: Babatko, don't do too much. Work, keep going, thrive. There's no shortcuts. Nowhere in the world there's any shortcuts. Take the longest route. Keep pushing as you are finishing school now in December and going to Haiti in January, a country that's very safe. Ah, a country that's very, very, very unsafe, where there's kidnappings, there's everything. Keep your head straight, work, and everything will be the best.